Hi, I'm here to review the LG 65UJ670V 65-inch TV. I also want to disclose before I get into this review, this TV has been provided by AO.com to me for free to do this review. However, the following review is completely my own thoughts and feelings with the TV for the last 48 hours. So let's get started. It is a 4K Ultra HD Smart TV, comes with a crescent stand. It has the standard connections of 4 HDMIs, standard aerial port, optical audio. It also can be wall mounted, as you can clearly see that I have that at the minute. I'll talk more about that later. It can be mounted with a VESA 300 by 300 wall mount. It does weigh 26 kilograms, so be aware that it does weigh quite a lot. It comes with the very famous LG WebOS Smart TV system. Again, I'll cover that in the features. It comes with all headphone sockets, USB 3, which can include recording playback and movie playback. And that's basically the most important thing you probably want to know is the size. It is a 65-inch TV. It's massive. The box is big. The actual dimensions, if you want to know for measurements, is height 84.1, width 145.6, and the depth just 6.5. Also, one important thing a lot of people do normally require, the width of space between the feet, if you are doing a normal stand, is 803 centimeters wide from point to point of the feet. Also, it does come with smart TV features. I will just list you these, as these are pretty important nowadays. They include all four: Amazon Instant Video, BBC iPlayer, Facebook, ITV Hub, Netflix, Now TV, Twitter, also has web browsing, and also has YouTube. So now, as you can see, let me get to the features I've been playing with for the last 2 days. Firstly, let me start by saying I have upgraded from a lower form of 4K TV. This is the new thing about town now, 4K. It also comes with all HDR features, the most technical to date. This is LG's 2017 model. And at the current minute, you can see I've got a YouTube video set up, but I want to disclose, I'm going to let this play in the background with no sound just while I'm talking about features. Clearly, I must state though, and this is very important, it is a 4K TV. This is a 4K picture that is on the screen. However, you guys will not see it in true 4K, as obviously I'm recording in standard 1080p. So let me just start the video to let it get going in the background, and I'll let that run for you. Now, talking about features, I will say this for a start, most new people today going into the 4K market are a bit wary. I will say I've been in it for quite some time, and I also want to state that 4K is the most technical, fantastic picture to date that you can get. Also now, it is way more features are available. Netflix is a subscription service but does contain Ultra HD content. The best content I would say for you is YouTube. It is full of 4K content, which is free, doesn't cost anything, and is the best way to show off your new 4K TV. Now, as I'm saying, I've been amazed by the sheer size of the TV. The picture quality is a step up. It also has 240 Hz refresh rate. Now, that is about things like when you have fast-paced motion on screen, it does football and sports with no delay or motion blur whatsoever. Like I say, it's LG's 2017 model and is probably one of the best TVs on the market today. Now, I'm looking at the 4K TV through my own eyes, and it is truly spectacular. And I would say it's been the biggest jump in TV technology for many, many years. And if you are entering into this market, let me jump into some of the features of the LG TV. It has got my remote came with this TV as a standard remote. It does a very clever remote on the LG models called a smart remote, and it's got a pointer. It looks like a mouse, and it's very, very comfortable to use. However, my TV didn't come with one. I think it should have done, but that's another point. But I have got a standard remote. Now, what you're looking at now is LG's very famous Smart TV WebOS system. Now, I can scroll through, as you can see on the bottom, it's really easy to go through. It has all the things connected. I have connected on my TV a games console, a Blu-ray 4K player, but as you can see, all things are there for you. Now, all these things across the bottom, the Netflix, the Amazon, the iPlayers, all the content is really easy to get to. I'm obviously getting comfortable with the system. It is a new system. But what I want to touch on is something that did impress me. And I am actually going to press that now. And I'm going to get rid of the LG features. Just one point to point out, which again is a great touch. The features across the bottom can be moved to your preference. So you can move Netflix or Amazon across the bottom in any way, shape or form to suit your watching pleasures. So now I'm going to get rid of that because I'm now going to go into the settings of the TV. Now the main settings come up on the right and they are basically quick settings. Picture mode, aspect ratio, surround, sound, sleep timer, safety and all settings. Now this is the one I want to point you to because I also want to start by saying the setup of the TV is one of the most simplistic, easy setups of a TV I've seen. For beginners that has never got into these new modern TVs, it literally will take you 5 minutes of a few button presses to state UK, where you are, a couple of settings, and you'll be away. But then you come into the main settings, and the reason I want to touch on it is picture modes are very important. As you can see, you go to picture modes, but the reason I'm bringing this up is the little icon on the right. That is LG's help feature, and everywhere you point, it will give you an absolute simplistic full explanation of every setting on the TV. Highly recommend once you've set it up to just have a flick through these. All of them are just literally, as I said, every single one gives you help. One of the best simplistic setups you will probably have today. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm obviously a bit tech savvy, but for you guys out there that aren't, no worries whatsoever. Absolutely simple. Now, a couple of features I have already figured out. It obviously connects by Wi-Fi or by network connection. I have it connected by a wired Ethernet cable straight to your router because obviously all the web services do require internet connection. So you do have to connect your TV either wirelessly or wired. Now, one thing I do want to stress, there's one thing I did want to point out. Obviously, pros and cons. Pros at the minute, it's full of pros. I would say more pros than cons. The only cons I will bring up, and I think they need to be brought up because everything has pros and cons. I've wall mounted. One massive thing I must import to you to get you across. If you are planning on wall mount it does weigh 26 kilograms. It's heavy. A VESA 300 by 300 wall mount is what's on that. That's its maximum. It went up okay. But one really important thing I want to point out, and all TV companies are guilty of this, that the wires, please be aware that you must connect every wire before placing on the wall. I made the mistake of placing it on the wall and then trying to connect the wires. It is virtually impossible purely because of the gap behind the TV, both on the rear connections and the side connections. They're just simply not reachable, which is a bit of a downside. So please be aware that if you are wall mounting, place every single cable that you are going to put already in the TV. Now I'm planning on some cable management to tidy up to just set it all off. But really guys, I couldn't be more pleased. This is a fantastic TV. It's really opened my eyes to be probably one of the most modern, up-to-date TVs today. LG 65, let me just give you this mouthful to finish with. The model number is LG 65UJ670V. It is available on AO.com. I just want to also compliment AO on their delivery service. Literally on time, kept up to date with the delivery via their app on any iOS or Android phone. It was clear, concise, to the minute. 2 guys delivered it. I live in an upstairs apartment. Delivered it within 5 minutes, and a very nice delivery service it was. Cannot fault that one bit. So all in all guys, this is a fantastic telly. It is this year's model. I'm so pleased with it. I'm still getting to grips with the few nuances of the controls, but the picture quality, again, I can't stress. I hope it's coming through on this video, but I'm looking at 4K and it is just fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed this bit of a review. And that's me done. It's a great TV. Go and buy it. Thank you for watching.